Hey guys, welcome me back to my channel. How have you guys been? I know I took a long break, but you know what? I thought I was gonna go back here to YouTube a lot sooner, but man, I'm telling you, giving birth is it's no joke. It's really hard, and the healing process took a long time. But here I am back at it again, and for today's tutorial, are we gonna do another giveaway for YouTube? Yes, I think we should, since it's my first time back. And I'm sitting down because I think I'm still in pain, so they have me, you know, the chair and stuff ready for me. But anyways, so it's a little bit different here today. But we're gonna give another giveaway, and today's giveaway, I am gonna give away my favorite set of collection. It's our Notpolish ombre nudes collection. Okay guys, and to win this collection, all you guys have to do is like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to our channel, and make sure you ring the bell
and answer the question.
Oh, and answer the question. I mean, I haven't done this in a month, so it's kind of rusty, but here I am back at it again.
And the question is in the video.
Oh yeah.
Somewhere in the video.
Yeah, somewhere in the video. Anyways guys, so for today's tutorial, we're gonna do some Christmas nails, wintry vibes, and it's super easy. Alright, and check it out. As you guys can see, I already have the Notpolish universal tips on, and you can see I have a little bit of the smear white on the bottom of the nail. It's because I grabbed the soft white instead of a white, okay? Anytime I'm doing a cut, I always use more of the brighter color. So instead of using the soft white, I always use white if I know I'm cutting. Alright, and the reason why we have to use white is because I want my line to be more defined, so that's why I'm using a white instead of a soft white. Alright, and now as you can see, I have a little speck of glitter on top of it. That's alright, and this white is actually the white from Notpolish, and is super, it does not run like some white. Get a little bit of you have this consistency of like chalky or like powdery, and we do not have that with the Notpolish white. Okay, easy for you to mold. As you can see, I'm just kind of lightly tapped on it and kind of pull it down, and excuse the white, I mean the little glitter I have right there, guys. And we're gonna use an X-Acto knife to cut. Okay, and an X-Acto knife you can get it at Walmart, Target, or wherever. You see that little knife I have right there. Just be real careful when you're using it on a client, okay? And make sure there is no powder stuck to the knife. As you can see, I have a little bit of powder. Usually I would take a hand file and just file that piece of powder off first, okay? And you can see I can kind of test the powder first to see if it's dry enough for me to cut. And once it's dry enough for me to cut, I went ahead and made my cut. You can see that. Ooh, I'm a little bit rusty being off for like 6 weeks, guys. I totally thought that my pregnancy was so easy that I thought I was gonna go in, have my baby, and be fine in a week, but it actually took me 6 weeks to completely heal, so I can actually sit down properly now, and it literally took me 6 weeks, guys. So I am back to making videos for you guys now, because I couldn't sit in the chair to make videos, right? So now that I made my cut, so now I'm just gonna use my brush to kind of clean it up a little bit. And don't worry if your line is not super straight, okay? Because we're gonna wait for that powder to dry a little bit. Then you can use a hand file to straighten out the line after if you want. But I felt like my line's good. I'm just gonna go in with this beautiful glitters. This is my favorite glitter right now, guys. It has like this mylar crush up paper in it, so it make it super sparkly, okay? And now again, make sure you guys don't overlap the glitter onto the white, just to make it a lot easier for you guys later on when you have to file it off, okay? So don't overlap the colors on top of each other. And then you see how this powder just gives me a lot of time to work with. And if you guys have it, if it's really, like right now it's winter, it's colder in a lot of areas, so powder tends to run a little bit more in the cold. So if it's a little bit runny, make sure you just hold it in place first before you kind of brush it down or pull it down, okay guys? You don't want to drag off too much product, so just kind of play around with it a little bit more before you pull it. And then now I am just gonna go in with the knife again and make my little cut. So I'm just testing it out first, kind of lightly tapped it, and now that it's good to go, I'm just gonna make my cut like that. And with glitter, it gets a little bit trickier with the cuts, because once you press it down, sometimes you press down on a piece of glitter, so it makes your cut not super straight. So I'm just gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna wait for it to dry, and then we're gonna go in with a hand file and straighten it out just to be sure that the line's super straight, okay? So now I'm just gonna clean off the little piece that stuck to it. And there you go. And as you guys know, we are still doing our giveaway. So my question of the day today is, what is your favorite Christmas design this year, like around this time? You know, what's your favorite color or design you like to do? Me, I love to do snowflakes. As you guys see on my Instagram, I have done a lot of snowflakes. But leave your comment down below, and then we will select the winner at random again. Okay, and this is a soft white right here, okay? So as you can see, I'm just lightly just take your time, okay? Make sure you understand the consistency of the powder first before you guys pull it all the way down, because again, if it's too dry, when you end up pulling it down, you will end up taking all the product off the nail, so it will make it super thin. So there you go. Now I'm just gonna lightly tap and pull, and make sure you keep the shape. Yeah, it's been pretty cold here in San Diego, so I'm just gonna, it takes a little bit longer to do nails when it's colder. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pick that piece off right there, and I'm gonna use my brush right now and just mold it into the shape, okay? Alright guys, I feel a little bit rusty coming back to my first video in 6 weeks, but I'm really excited, and I'm glad to be back. 6 weeks is a long enough time for me to take off and enjoy my time with baby girl. And this is a perfect gray and white. Is my favorite combo right now, and this gray is number M48. And as you can see, our colors does not marbleize and is super easy to work with for beginners especially. So if you guys are starting out and you guys are looking for that perfect product that blends easily and does not marble, and the consistency of it is really easy to work with, then you have to give us a try. And we just launched our starter kit, so if you don't want to invest in something big and not sure if you guys are gonna like it or not, there is a starter kit, and I guarantee you guys will love it. Look at this gray. You see how easy it is for me to mold it, and there you go. And then I'm just gonna work it into the cuticles a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull it down. And anytime that I'm using a dark color ombres, I always encapsulate it with crystal clear powder, okay guys? Because with the darker color, if you're not careful and you overfile just a little bit, the ombre will get ruined. It won't be as smooth transition. So always, when you guys working with darker colors, make sure that you work on the thinner side, so you have some room to encapsulate it with the crystal clear powder. And then while that's drying, before for a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the file and file that one to make it super straight. And now that is straight, we're gonna go in with the same color of the gray, and then we're just gonna apply it on just like that. There you go. Look at that, super easy to work with. And let it go, and if it runs a little bit, then I'm just gonna keep pressing it into place. You see that? Clean your brush, dip it in a little bit monomer, and then press it up. There you go. There you go. Push it up. And when you guys are waiting for it to dry a little bit more, kind of just press it into the shape. There you go. Just slightly. Do not use too much pressure, okay? We don't need to apply a ton of pressure when doing this. There you go. and I'm just gonna push on both sides. And then now that it's dry a little bit, I'm gonna press and pull it down towards the tip of the nail, and then clean my brush, and then do that. Make sure you guys clean your brush consistently, okay? Because if your brush is dirty, when you go to pull the product down, the product will actually end up sticking to the brush and make it really hard to work with. So make sure you keep your brush clean, all right? And I'm just gonna cut it off at the end just like that. See that color? Do not I was about to say it, our colors do not marbleize, and that's one of the things that I freaking love. You see that, how smooth that is? And then now I'm gonna go in with the crystal clear powder, just a thin layer of it. And remember, when you guys using the crystal clear powder, or which is our number 01, so it's just if you guys are confused about crystal clear and regular clear, we only have our crystal clear, so that is number 01. And then I'm just gonna put a thin layer right there and just kind of brush it down. You see that? And then just press it down and pull it down right there. Just cover right where the transitioning of the ombre is at, okay? We don't need to apply it all over the nail. And now this glitter again, number M's 109, okay? Look at that. You see how easy it is for me to work with? You see that? It does not run. You can see that it gives me enough time to play with it. There you go. And I'm just going to flatten out the top area a little bit. You see how pretty that glitter is? And you see how my product is not running all over the place? There you go. Really easy to mold. And again, our product is very beginner friendly too. All right, and then I am gonna cut it off at the end. And this one I'm gonna ombre it down with the gray again. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of a thinner layer on the glitter. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it down. Look at that, glitters. My throat. All right, now that is kind of dry a little bit. We're going to give it a little bit time to dry before you put on your next color, so the two color does not bleed into each other. All right, now I'm just going to go in with that gray. You see that? And then press it into the cuticles. And you can see that I angle the fingernails downward a lot. You see that? Something in my throat. All right, just angle it down and then pull it. And press it into the side just like that. There you go, and then pull it down. When doing this, don't apply too much pressure, okay guys? Look at that ombre. You see that? How easy it is for me to blend it down. You see? Super easy. All right, now for the pinky nail, I'm just gonna use the whole, let me just make the whole thing glitter, the whole finger glittery, okay? And with this glitter color, I don't want to file it off. I don't want any sparkles to come off. So I'm actually not going to apply too thick of the product. I'm just gonna just enough, not too thick, not too thin, because I want to encapsulate it with a thin layer of crystal clear on top of it. So that way, when I go to file it, it won't remove any of my sparkles. You don't have to encapsulate it if you don't want to, but I'm just being greedy with my sparkles. I have something in my throat. I want to be greedy with my sparkles, and I do not want to lose any of it, so I'm going to encapsulate it with a little bit of crystal clear powder on top of it. There you go. And again, if you don't want to encapsulate it, you don't have to, and you will be just fine. Okay guys? All right, I'm just gonna press it into the shape. Look at that glitter. All right, and then again with this, we're gonna encapsulate it with crystal clear powder also. So when we file the nail, we won't lose the ombre effect. All right, look at that. You see, powder put on, flatten out the top area. And again, I always work with my acrylic in real time, no speeding up, no slowing down, and you can see the consistency of the product. You see that? Look at that. Look how much time it gives me to work with the product. Now I'm just gonna pull it down, and when you get closer to the tip, when you're pulling your product down closer to the tips, use the body of the brush, okay? Not the tip. The body of the brush is actually a lot more stronger, and it will help you pull the product down better, because the tip of the brush is a lot more softer and thinner. So use the body when you get closer to the tip to drag the products down. There you go. I think I'm getting a little rusty with my explanation with my first video back. Alright, and then same things for this one. Again, just a thin layer of crystal clear powder. And can you see, look at that. Smooth like butter, as we always say it. Look at that, just kind of spread it out. There you go. And then you tap, and then pour the product down.
To succeed with the stuff I do, melodies and rhythm, like paying the bills with them. Get emotional, deeper and all, want to make a mark with them, so I'll not be forgotten. Maybe I'm just getting it now.
Alright, now we're just going to drag it all the way down to the tip of the nail, and we're going to let that dry and then work on this nail. This is dry already, so I'm going to use our favorite bit, the 5-in-1 cross bit, just to pre-shape the nail first before I smooth out the top or hand file my nails. I like to taper in my shape first, alright? And now that's done, we're going to file a little bit on the side, just a little bit, and then we're going to smooth out the top of the nail. I kind of speed it up for you guys because this part can get a little bit boring, so a little bit faster. There you go, and just kind of file it down just to expose the straight lines of the cuts. As you guys can see, when you file it off, you see how much straight the lines look now. All right, guys, I enjoy doing the cut out looks a lot, but it's a little bit time consuming if it's your first time, so do not get discouraged. It's actually I hate to say it, but kind of easy once you get it down, okay? And you will get a lot faster, okay? So now that's smooth, and the nail came out a little bit, so I'm just gonna make sure I smooth it a little bit more. And you see how straight that shape is, and you see a little bit of acrylic got at the tip that I couldn't cut it off earlier, so I'm just gonna use my bit and just kind of run underneath it, okay? Same goes for this nail. I'm just gonna speed it up just a little bit, just so I don't bore you guys with the shaping, okay? You see how I just kind of shape it on both sides. All right, now and then again, I'm just gonna go in and smooth out the top. There you go, just smooth out the top. And again, it's feel weird for me to speed up the process, but usually I don't. But I have a baby now, I have a newborn, so I try to make things, even me, like doing my voiceover and stuff like that, I have to stop a lot of times because she is sleeping in the bassinet, so I try to make sure I work around her schedule. All right, you see how I just use the Notpolish hand file and just shape it up just like that. And then again, buff it out, buff it out. Now that it's all done, you can see the shape of the nails and how clean that line looks. I am going to go in with the matte top coat, and just the Notpolish matte top coat. Okay guys, if you guys are looking for that perfect velvet matte top coat that does not has any shine to it, looks no further, Notpolish has the best matte top coat ever. As you guys can see in all my videos, I do a lot of matte nails, okay? and look. And then before we cure it, okay, make sure you clean off the edges, just lightly rub it down the sides, because gel like to run and it can make the shape less sharp, okay, once you put it on. So that way when you clean it up just a little bit like that, it keeps the shape a lot more sharper. All right, now we're gonna go on to the next nail. Same thing, put on your matte top coat, and then we're gonna go on to the next one. After this one, see, I have a little piece right there. Oop. And then again, same thing, clean off the edges. Same thing for this nail. Alright, and then I'm gonna do this one in a glossy top coat because I like how the glitter looks. So you see how, look at that glitter, look at that shine. This is my new favorite glitters. Okay guys, this is number 109 from Notpolish. And then now I'm gonna go in and we're gonna draw on the snowflake. So what I like to do is straight line down, make an X across, and then just do your little piece right here. And then super quick and easy. And again, I'm gonna make my little of the little star. So straight line down, X, and then boom across. And then we'll do the same thing on this one, straight line down, and then X across, and then we're gonna draw in our little, I don't know what you call it, petals? I'm not sure. Okay, you're gonna draw in those little lines right there. There you go. And then I'm gonna go in with my shorter brush to make these little dots. All right, now I'm gonna finish it with these little dots. Okay guys, always put those little dots in when you guys are doing snowflakes, because I feel like it just makes the whole thing looks a lot more cuter. You see how the little dots kind of change it a little bit? Okay, now I'm gonna go in before the gel dry. Okay guys, look. I speed up too fast on that one. Straight line down, X across. This is another way I'm gonna do the snowflakes. Okay, I'm gonna do the little dots right here, little dots, and then I'm just gonna draw my line down there. Okay, back to my snowflake. After you draw on your snowflakes, right, with the gel polish, and then when you're done with these snowflakes, you will you do not cure it. There you go. Don't cure these snowflakes, okay? Make sure the gel is still wet, and what you're going to do is you're going to take the raw glitters and sprinkle it on top of the snowflakes, okay? To give that glittery effect, which I don't know why I'm getting so much detail of the sprinkle, because in a lot of my videos I've been doing that, so you guys can kind of get the idea of it already. So again, little dots, always do those dots and add a little bit of stars to it, these different little stars. So just straight line down, X across, and then across. There you go, down, and then straight down, X across. There you go. And then now we're just gonna sprinkle the raw glitter on, and now we do have these glitters for sales on notpolish.com. Okay guys, all my products, you guys can find it on notpolish.com. There you go, just dust it off and boom, you have it. And this is all matte looks, right? So if you want to make the tips shiny like how I have it in the photo, then you're just gonna go in with the glossy top coat and put a top coat on that one. You see that? Look at that shine right there. And then again, clean off the edges and then cure them. All right guys, now this is the finished product, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.